EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. Here's McAllister to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick-6 and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Third and long.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes to the left side in the hands of Rice. And that keeps him ahead of completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Mahomes. but he can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's going to have the Chiefs' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco.
Man, they got to fix this tackling, man. They gotta fix this fucking tackling, man. That shit is so ass.
It's up and good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 10-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect, and that's how this first quarter will come to an end. Third and long.
18 rep, go!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Hey, 50.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle. They face second down and 7.
Yellow.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Chiefs will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Velus Jones now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Hey, check that. Come on, set, go.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Second and 7. Here's Williams now to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
He's got his receiver. It's Jones. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Velus Jones. Touchdown Bears. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Pacheco. Pacheco, first down and more. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Off-balance throw, it's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
Hey, 43, 15.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will come back to tie things at 17. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Jones now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Up the middle they go. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. What can they do here on third down and 7? On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got it at the 3. The Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
Here we go, set.
Now Williams. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will go up by 7. Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Here's McAllister to return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Bears 24, Chiefs 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams. That's a short throw caught by Kmet. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Here's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
He'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. Velus Jones back deep. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa!
At their own 48-yard line.
First and 10.
Let's go.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready, go!
To throw is Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long. Here's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. Good defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They go play action with Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. Did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Going up top. That's hard. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
To the left side in the hands of Rice.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, KC.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
That one intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. Still going. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the end zone, here comes Sky Moore. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. First and 10 for Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll keep it on the ground. That's on Joe Tooney. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And third down coming up.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That's going to be caught. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. Gonna fire. Deep ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's dropped off for Pacheco. He's going to be brought down by to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. That's taken in.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
All three timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs.